have some big breaking news coming in. Chinese President Xi Jinping to skip the G20 Summit in New Delhi. Sources tell us that China tells India that Xi will not attend the G20 meeting. Sources have confirmed to us Xi's deputy to instead attend the upcoming G20 Summit that's happening the following week. A lot of talk around whether or not he was attending. There was suspense rather, and it appears that strong sources tell us that Xi Jinping is going to skip the G20 Summit in New Delhi. Geeta Mohan joins us on the phone line for a little more on that. Geeta, it's almost a confirmation that's coming in that Xi Jinping will not be attending the G20 Summit.
Well, this is first on India Today that a confirmation of the official response or a message by the Chinese side conveyed to the Indian side that the Chinese delegation will be led by the Chinese Premier, which is head of government, Li Qiang, rather than the Chinese head of state, which is President Xi Jinping. It just reflects, it is reflective of how the ties are between India and China, that there are major problems. And while there is no official explanation as to why President Xi Jinping is not attending the G20 summit, which is a rarity, apart from the Italy summit, when there were massive curbs within China, because of which he did not attend the Italy G20 summit, there isn't a single G20 summit that Xi Jinping, since he's taken office, has not attended. So this is a huge development. We'll have to read into what really would that mean and what would it translate into. The BRICS informal conversation on the sidelines that took place between Prime Minister Modi and President Xi Jinping was clearly on border. And if you see the reports that we've put out on what's happening at the border, the tension's only mounting. There is more activity and movement on the other side with the Chinese building yet again. And it just, again, is reflective of how where the relations stand between the two countries. And certainly, there is no headway or forward movement when it comes to resolving the border tension, the boundary question anytime soon.
Well, it seems like all the talks have failed, and there was some hope that if she was coming to the G20, there could be a conversation around the Chinese aggression. But clearly here, Xi Jinping himself isn't going to be arriving for the G20 summit in New Delhi. Instead, he will be sending his deputy. Geeta Mohan confirming that news break for us first on India Today. Geeta, thank you for joining us.